G'day, thanks for stopping by. We were contacted by the folks at Jackery and they asked us if we would mind doing a review on their solar generator. Now we've looked at a few different solar generators over the past little while and really become big fans of that type of product. So when they asked us, we thought, hey, why not? Let's have a look at it, see what they've got. We did check out Jackery and their reputation because if we're going to look at something, we want to make sure that it was actually worthwhile looking at. And because we've been stung before by looking at products that just weren't worth the packaging that they were wrapped in. But when we checked out Jackery, we found out they're actually one of the leading brands. They actually did a research on the top 10 solar batteries around, and you know how many times they come up as number one? So I was quite surprised actually, and it was comforting to see that on their website they actually are focused on green energy. So I thought, all right, well let's give it a shot and have a look at it. So this is what they've sent out to us. It's the Explorer 1000 Pro, and we also have the 100-watt solar blanket. So without further ado, let's check it out and have a look at this solar generator. I love the orange. The packaging looks incredible, doesn't it? Alright, so in the box here we have the charging cables and we also have a user manual. Pretty straightforward. And then of course under here we have the battery. Right, I'm really liking this. It's got one of those handles that's flip up and down, so that's a good thing. A nice looking unit, that's for sure. Right, straight away we can see it's got the, it's got a light there. Very handy, bright, brighter, and I'm assuming that's SOS. I don't mind these little rubber lugs too, they seem to go well. Over here, a 12 volt plug, basically a car charger. Got your display, a couple of power points, USB and USB-C points for the fast charging. Nice and neat. In the back we have the DC inputs, that is for the solar blanket and for the 12 volt from the car. This one, the 3-pin plug for charging from 240 volt. Yep, nice. As I said, I like the handle on it because it's nice and flat. Now let's have a look what gear we get in here. So in the bag you've got the 240 volt charging cable and the 12 volt charging cable from the car with the cigarette lighter connection. Now the unit sits nicely up in the back of the car here on the shelf, so I can actually run it here, which will keep the Engel fridge running, as well as giving the opportunity to run things from the back of the car, like if I wanted to charge stuff up, so the drone, the GoPro batteries, or any of the other batteries actually. You could run things from the back here, so that's all right. Now it's 1002 watts, which equates to about 85, or just under 85 amp hours, as far as I can figure it out anyway. So when I consider I've got 200 amps in the batteries in the caravan, with this it nudges up around the 300 amp hours. That gives me a combination that I've got to use. 200 locked in the van, but another 85 that it's pretty much either can use it with the van or in addition to when I go away. Alright, let's take a look at the solar blanket. Alright, so the Jackery Solar Saga, it's got an output of 100 watts and pumps it out at 20 volts. Get I'm assuming there's instructions with it. So it comes with a user guide. Now, interestingly, these are magnetic, so it's closed. Little magnets just here into there and pulls it closed. This gives a nice neat fit. They're nice and solid. So look at that. the plug to go in the back of the battery, USB-C and A. So you can actually charge your phone or iPad or whatever directly from the solar blanket. So I think you'd have to agree it's a neat and impressive looking unit. Oh yeah, and charging it up is quite simple. It's just a matter of plugging in the 240 volt or the solar panel or whichever way you want to use to charge it, and yeah, away you go. And within 2 hours it'll fully recharge the battery. And obviously the solar panels recharge it as quickly as they can depending on the amount of sunlight hitting them. But what can it do out here in the middle of nowhere? Let's have a look, shall we? Alright, could feel a brekkie coming on. We also find there's plenty of power in these little guys just to be able to fire up things like our induction cooker here. Now this induction cooker, which is it's a great one because it's got the low, medium, high and boost, so you can actually choose the power usage of it. Like the low runs at 500 watts, so this can easily accommodate that. Here, let me show you with one of our favourite quick and easy meals. I've got it set to 500 watts. It'll take about 15 minutes, 20 minutes for the rice to cook through. Let's see how it goes. Okay, it's ready. Now, here's the Beyond the Grey Eyes tuna and rice recipe. Some olive oil, generous with the olive oil. Tin of tuna, small tin of corn, some salt, and Kashmiri chili powder. Yum. Then it's just a matter of stirring it through. Alright, how good's that look, eh? Let's have a taste. Beautiful. And then of course there's our work related power needs. You know what, while it'd be nice to not have to worry about power in your bid, sometimes we do. We still work a couple of days a week, and for that we actually do need quite a bit of power. So these type of batteries certainly help us out in that area. It means that we can run our laptops, iPhones, and Starlink, and all the other gear that we use to be able to work while we're on the road. We are looking forward to the day when we don't need to rely on it, but for now, these type of batteries will certainly help us stay on the road. It's great for powering up things like Starlink, which again means that we have access to the internet and we can work on our computers wherever we are. There's a heap of other uses for it too, which we don't generally take advantage of, but we know that it is good for those sort of things, like the batteries for cordless power tools. CPAP machine, it'll run one of those things quite silently overnight without having to worry about draining your battery in your caravan, or even if you don't have a battery in your caravan, you can use it for that sort of purpose. So there's so many uses for these batteries. I can highly recommend it. Now this battery from Jackery, the Explorer 1000 Pro, it actually seems like a really good piece of gear. I'm looking forward to testing it out over the next few months and just seeing exactly how well it does work. It's light, it's compact, already it's showing its worth in how we can use it in just powering up the fridge here without relying on the auxiliary battery in the car. And it holds its charge so well. They recharge within a couple of hours. You get it back to full charge off a battery. The solar panels, well, they'll recharge it again. During the day, you're going to recharge the battery. And the 12-volt battery, when you want to plug it into the car as you're travelling along, you can just be driving along, it's charging the battery for you. You know, we find there's so many uses for these type of battery systems. They really are a benefit, and they help us to stay off-grid for a longer period of time. Without them, we're continuously looking for power. Either that or we upgrade the whole system in our caravan. We find with this portable power source that it actually kills two birds with one stone. Means that we do have that extra power that we've been searching for, as well as giving us the capacity to go away from the van for longer periods of time and continue to work in places that you just normally wouldn't be able to without a reliable power source. And as you can see here, there's a whole heap of things you can run with it, and while this gives you a bit of an idea of the amount of time that it will actually run each item for. Well, I hope that information's been helpful. If you've got any questions about the Jackery Explorer 1000 Pro, give us a yell in the comments below, and we're happy to answer any questions you might have. And I'll also put a link in the description for the Jackery website. Check it out for yourself to see what it's like. Thanks for stopping by. Bye for now.